The Gambler shouldn't even be called the Gambler, because in my experience, he's always good. There's no gamble when it comes to playing him. He's always a good time. But after the last run, where we tried really, really hard to get a worthwhile Magic King run going, which wasn't bad. I mean, it wasn't a bad run. It just wasn't quite what we wanted in the long run. I wanted to come in and do an actual proper Magic run, and Gambler is... he's definitely going to do that for us. So if you're not aware, once again, for all the guys in the back, we're using mods to be able to select Gambler at the very, very beginning of the run, starting with the staff and the Carlean insignia. My default beginning for pretty much everything that I do is always either the sword or the wand plus a Carlean insignia. It's available to most of you once you've, you know, gotten into hard mode a little bit and you've unlocked being able to select any common item at the very beginning. So it's not exactly, you know, an uncommon or difficult thing to do. And it's not using lots of rare and ultra powerful items at the very beginning, so it still leaves you with a little bit of a... oh. Damn, 3 wheels? That's good luck right there. Gambler doesn't need luck. It's Gambler. He just does it. Oh. I'm actually quite amazed at how powerful he is just off the bat. Like, he's always been just really strong. But then I remember that Gambler was a skull created by one of the supporters. So, if you've ever looked in the credits for the game, after you win a run, there are a couple of special credits, special mentions. Basically, back when the game was first being made, I think it was crowdfunded to a certain degree. Or at the very least, they had some folks in Korea, I believe, lend some larger than average support for the game. I think one of them was Sony Digital. There's a couple. So the backers basically got the privilege to do some special stuff for the game. One of the guys got to make Gambler. One of them made Dominator, which is very late, mind you. Dominator was supposed to be in the game much earlier, but they had a hard time communicating and getting it set up as to when Dominator could be made. This is all just information that I've heard from the inside when I spoke to some guys over at NeoWiz. They wanted all of them to be in the game by the 1.0 release, I think, but they couldn't. The other one is Swanee, by the way. So Swaneezio, the Quintessence, was made by one of them, who I think was a streamer or YouTuber in Korea. I'm not sure. You can find it in the credits for the game. Gambler was the other, and then Dominator came very late, but they did eventually get Dominator put in, which is pretty damn good. Designed by the backers, and so it makes sense that they wanted to make all 3 of those rather strong, or at least, you know, very fun to use, because they're special and they come from direct support when the game was first being made. Yeah, where were you last run? Nah, we roll down and we check what our... ooh. The big gay beams. Realistically, I should take Prayer of Grace. Cooldown speed on this guy is insane. Give me Prayer of Grace, give me Wisdom, give me Treasure. I'm just going to do the boring thing, and I'm just going to lock in some stuff right at the very beginning. I need these bones, but if I roll, I can't afford. I could just sell the beams. Hang on, let me see. If I get lucky... no, we're not lucky. Having said that, it's a clover, but no, we're not lucky. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. We don't need the bones because we're not worried about getting to Legendary, so the bones are mostly just to power ourselves up, so we don't have to worry too much. Here, have that, have that, have that. No, sir, thank you. I appreciate you not being a butthole. I should do more swapping, but I need to wait until I... damn, I'm just kind of standing here taking that. Oh my god, I just got 4 card. Yo! I just got reset after reset. So Gambler has a special mechanic where if he gets a luck-based system, like, big wall of text, right? Big wall of text. The easy answer is there's a chance, I think, what does it say there? 20% chance for it to be a failure and a 10% chance for great success. more or less, there's a chance that his abilities will get a lucky roll and the cooldown gets reset and an empowered version of them is used instead. Normally, the blackjack one just fires cards, the roulette just got a lucky spin right there. You could hear the sound effect and my cooldown went off. Big explosion. No lucky on that one, it just does, you know, a normal thing. But the reset is very good. If we can find infinite bone, we can start spamming abilities on the screen a lot, and it will be very, very nice. But that's also why cooldown works especially well for him, because hypothetically, let's say I take Silent Cries and I use my blackjack and I don't get a lucky roll on it, and although that was pretty... oh, there we go. And then I use the roulette and my roulette resets, then I can use roulette again. So the more I spam my abilities, the faster these cooldowns come back, the better. I'm gonna hold on to my bones in case Bomber shows up, because if I can get a Kaboomer in this run, then we're in business. We are in business. I tried to get my card out before he did that. Bastard released it before I could stop him. But that's okay. Don't worry about it. Don't be afraid to melee with him either. He's got a pretty decent little melee attack on him. Have I been missing chests, by the way? I feel like that's the first chest I opened. We could do some re-rolling for other abilities, but I can't lie. These are like the fun ones that I like to use. The others aren't bad. The others are like fine. The gun and the dice, they're okay, but I feel like the roulette at the very, very, very least is like a fan favorite or something that I need. Dude, I just need to stop getting hit. I'm too busy yapping and I'm not doing enough avoiding damage. And I'm just getting bullied. Like, it's not to do with the build being bad yet or the skull being bad. I'm just getting hit. Act 1 is being, you know, Act 1 as always. I maintain that if we went all the way through 1, 2, 3, 4, and then there was like an option to loop the run, and I come back to Act 1, I just keep playing. I just keep going again and again and again and again and again. Which, by the way, if you want ideas for mods, we need that. We need an infinite run mod. And if it already exists and I haven't been made aware of it, make me aware of it. Because that'd be kind of fun. It's just to see how strong you can get if you can keep looping. With the game progressively getting a little bit more difficult each time. I'm not really fussed about most of that. I am kind of fussed about finding some good... ooh, that's a lot of bones. That's a lot of bones. I could take Hatestone to get access to my revenge nice and early. Arguably a better pick than just taking the discolored quartz. Yeah, grab it nice and early. You know what? We'll even get the bones because it's consistent. And I want to get a nice consistent start with my... you know what? I'll actually use her here too. It's kind of nice that she showed up here. There we go. I wanted to time that so it would kill the guys when they spawned in. He kind of knows the game. Little lady. We also need to do this so that we have a higher chance of getting the other NPCs later, because if you don't talk to them, they might show up later. I don't want her to show up later. I hopefully won't need the help. I'm more concerned about getting the Fox Spirit Lady to give me a stat increase, the Harpy to give me bones, the Old Man to give me bones. I also want the Slime, obviously. The guy that gives me an extra item might not be too bad. The hard part that I'm running into here is just I want to do too much all at once. Let's see. Stun an enemy. Aftershock. Funny, funny, funny. I might take Aftershock just for now. I mean, there's no reason not to. We got a unique chest at this point in the run, which is pretty damn cool. It's a 1 second cooldown on Aftershock, but we need a lot more. I still think I need to do the Aftershock Alchemist run, don't I? I think I was promising that a while ago, where I'm like, I should try the Aftershock item with Alchemist because he has access to consistent stuns. But I don't know if we ever got around to actually getting it, or if I did, maybe the run wasn't good because I don't remember it very well. I don't remember that run leaving an impression if I did do it. Yeah, nah, whatever, let's just go into here. I need to find a partner. Preferably my good boy Bomber. Although, I could take something like Alchemist. I know he was in the shop earlier, and I kind of passed him up. But he's like my next I'd say Bomber, Alchemist, and Dark Paladin are like my go-to supporting friends. Dude, fine, walk into that. Thank you. I hate that guy. The enemies in Act 1? Oh boy. Some of these guys just don't like being friendly. Monkey? No. Alright. I've been just not getting any use out of these beams whatsoever, but it's fine. They're not really meant for me at the moment. They're not something that's going to make my build better. Until I get a partner, until I get someone really good, I can kind of sit here. I don't know if it's worth, because I've got a pretty decent cooldown. If it's worth... Oh, the big one. Oh, there we go, lots of cards. No. Actually, do a roll real quick, get the beams out. By the time we're done here, we'll be ready to do another roulette. I'm just gonna let him do what he does while I do this. There we go. One more. Oh, you would be doing this right when I land. Some fat resets, my guy. Ow. No, just die. Just die. We don't need you living. I need to get rid of the beams. I need to get rid of maybe the aftershocks, although it's alright for now. We need to refine a little bit. Ooh, we could take the sword nice and early. Do we think we could find the ring? It's very early in the run. We could probably find the ring. Archdemon already is okay. I really want to try and get the ring. I've had so many runs now where I never got my Fulgent Dawn, and it just kind of screwed me over. Although the Unknown Seed is also pretty good, but I need to find a partner for that. No, I'm taking the sword. I'm going to lean in and commit to getting Fulgent Dawn. Having said that... might go Silent Cries nice and early for the cooldown stuff that I was talking about. We've got enough that we can lock that all the way in and get nice and powerful. I'm still not going to put anything in. I might after the Adventurers. If I don't have a partner by the time I get to the Adventurer room, I might do it then. Unless you want to be a friend. You want to help me out? No, that doesn't help me. Thanks for nothing. Not gonna waste abilities on you. I just want your money. Give me the chest. You mean I didn't dash at the right time for that? Appalling, sir. Oh, we really do need some damage, though. We were doing good in the beginning, but now we're kind of evening out. We need some drops, dude. I need the sauce. The issue is mostly his basic. I was saying his basic was it's all right. It's a serviceable basic attack, but it's not winning awards. The other issue with the cards is if you're trying to do a lot of left and right stuff, it always shoots in the direction he's facing. So if you like turn away from enemies, it will screw you over just ever so slightly. Okay, buddy, he just stomped and pushed me into the balls. For that, you must die. Try me. Try me. Walk into it. And you're beefy. Die! He's got plate armor. It's so annoying. There we go. Some nice resets. Don't walk in front. Gambler's basic sends him forward just a little bit on his final card toss, and that might screw me if I'm not careful. If I'm not careful enough. Wow, I thought we dodged that. She came at me fast, dude. Fast as. Alright. Through here. I need I don't know. I need something. I might just need to find like a default partner to go with for now so I can do some swaps. A big part of Gambler's damage as well comes out of his swap ability. You're really not doing me a favor there. I'm sorry, are you honestly trying to woo me with the fairy tale? It's not working. It's not working, sir. I won't do it. Ooh. I could push both of these because I didn't want to get rid of my treasure. Treasure will get replaced with revenge at some point. But with this, we could just push for some treasure instead. Maybe a 4 treasure money man run. Maybe the gambler always wins. We get collection desire. We go for as many inscriptions as possible. And we just fill them all in and get a big damage boost at the very end of the run when it no longer matters. Either way, we take these 2 for now. We get some very helpful inscription stuff. We need to ditch you 2 at the very least. You 2 do not need to stick around. One of them could be a treasure if I want to go the 4 route. And one of them could potentially be... I don't know, brawl? Artifact? Go for some more wisdom? I don't know, depends what we find. I'm more worried about a partner. I need to find a decent swap teammate for him. Alright, be that way. Think I care? I don't care. No one cares. You big bitch? God. I might just swap into Skul here and get the beams. Whatever, dude. Just here, do this. Die. I need to get some gambler swaps in here. I need the roulettes. There we go. Let's see. Oh. Big shield in the way. He's big shielding. Wait a minute, I don't remember. If I... Yeah, it does. I was going to say, I'm pretty sure the cards stay, and that's one of the perks, is if you activate... Oh, here we go. If you activate the card, it won't go away. But yeah, that's really good for us. Ritual stuff is insane for us. More cooldown for our boy. This makes me a little bit hesitant to get rid of Skul and makes me want to stick with the... I mean, Dark Paladin is pretty ideal at this point. Alchemist is still on the table. Kaboom is always going to be on the table. He's just too good. But this gives us our Artifact 2. It gives us Wisdom 3, potentially 4 later. You know, I might just ditch the beam for now. We get some money for it. Aftershock is still doing something. Yeah? Get shot. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, I thought I could get in the air in time. Why am I not pressing my dodge? I'm trying to just be, like, sneaky and do it all without dodging. It's not worth it. We talk to her, we don't do anything. We just talk to her to cross her off the list, and now the game will have less inclination to give her to me in the future. The prisoner showing up is a nice laugh. Oh, that's gonna be bad. Dude, that's so bad. I tried to clear the big man's hammer swing, and I got booped into... Holy shit. And a quarantine dude in the middle? Jesus. Hang on, let me stand back here for a second and just soften him up a little bit. The big man slamming... I should have just gone back, but I don't want to wait. The game is asking me to be patient. I don't... That was a critical failure. Just fucking die. I don't care. Die. Do damage. Die. The game wants me to be patient and run away and, like, not be there. I don't care. I don't care. I'm more than willing to run my face through the game to get through Act 1 and 2 until the build starts to come together. I'm not concerned in the least about any of this. Here, do one of these. There's a lot of crap on the screen here, dude. They're being very, very tedious and annoying. Lady, stop. I just want to kill her. and then we can move on with our lives, alright? Don't do that to me. Perish. Thank you. Give me every... Wow. Like, there's nothing there, dude. No items, no big gold. Wow! Alright, I'm starting to understand what's going on here. We're a little bit biased in this run, are we? No items, no teammates. Alright, alright. I'll just dump 5 of these into this, and we'll do 2 of these into here. That's going to leave me enough for everything else. I should be doing the far right pillar as well, but I feel like we can get enough cooldown management with just what we normally have that I won't need it. What I clearly need is a bit more oomph. Yeah. Yeah. Here, do one of these. Oh, he tagged me with it. Thank you. No. No. God. I need more raw numbers, dude. I need just more raw damage to facilitate what we're doing here. Yeah, can you make a mistake and do thank you, and then we'll do this. This is why I need my DP or my alchemist or so. I can set up so many cool attacks using Gambler, but I need someone to go into to compensate and to make the most out of it. Legion is very not fun for me right now. That's fine. So... Oh! The lucky roulette? Sorry, slots. The roulette was not the lucky, it was the slots. The slots luck. Very delicious. Nah, last time I wasn't patient. I'll be patient with that one. Because he's clouded by the sensor, so I can't do anything anyway. There we go. Open the seal of destiny. Christ. I'm not getting very good luck in these last couple of runs, am I? I'm having, you know, a normal time with it. You know, one of those, damn, he's human after all kind of situations. I always had people saying that my luck didn't seem, you know, like, why can't I get lucky like that, they say. To which I'm saying, you know, I don't know, man. Sometimes it's just, you know, it just happens where you just don't get the stuff that you really want. And the game holds out on you until the very end. I'm still looking for the damn ring, too. Who is up here alive? Get pooped in the boots. Yeah. Genie. Ugh. Go on, you. Ugh. The cross again. Ugh. Ugh. That's so much gross. Although 4 treasure is rearing its ugly head. I could get rid of this. We don't need it. The cooldown is cute and all, but this is a little bit more revenge that I don't need. But gold gain, crit rate, and it's what we want. Let's just take it. What am I gonna do? What am I going to do? We need to start replacing stuff with better versions of themselves. None of that. None of, yeah, that's handy. I'll buy that for $1. Regrets. Regrets, regrets, regrets. If I sell Aftershocks as well, I'll have enough money to be able to do a reroll and hopefully be able to afford something nice. Yes! So Invisible Knife is pretty damn good, given that we have so much multi-hit, thanks to the cards, thanks to all the effects on the screen. We have a little bit of extra crit if we get hit as well. It's not a lot, but 25% here. It just means I want to keep the whip if I want to go this route. We also have the Trainee's Necklace, which gives us some more antique and some wisdom on board. Might ditch the Prayer of Grace for one of the items, and for the second item, I might just ditch the damn sword. I don't care. But I can't afford both of them, can I? What am I looking at here? 422 and 352. What is that? 80. It's like 80. 4, 7. No, I can't. What's more important to me? Trainee's necklace or the... I think the invisible knife is way more important. Especially if I decide to keep the 4 treasure run idea and I get to the very end, Misfortune gets locked in, Hidden Blade gets locked in, and I gain a lot more out of this. Yeah, we'll just take this. I might ditch Prayer of Grace. Hang on a minute, my math... No. We're fine. We're fine. Why did I think... I think I was counting Solar Sword as being the same cost as a common. I could sell this. May as well. I'm debating getting the ring, but no, we may as well, dude. We may as well. Thank you. Even if it was being counted as a common, I think my math was just really off there. We should have been fine either way. Perish. Oh, the big chest. How long has it been since we had big chest? Bones! Oh, thank you so much. I'm gonna do a quick roll out here. I already feel good, dude. It's amazing what just, you know, getting a... Just go this way then. Embarrassing for you. Oh, we got an unlucky roll? There. It's amazing what getting a new haircut can do. I feel like getting all these new items, it's basically a new haircut. I feel like a new me. I have more power available to me. I have just more in general. Thank you. I am noticing a nice damage increase though, to be fair. Here, just shut up and die. Don't care. Shut up and die. Give me that. Boop, boop, boop. Fall in there. You won't. Oh, he's dead. Doesn't matter. Alright, we're out of here. We're out of here. I still have 94 bones. If I can find a partner at some point, although I might just dump. I'm not even kidding. I might just dump everything into my bone pillars after this. I need to get some stats going. I might dump a bit more into cooldown and damage, but maybe cooldown to make a compensation for losing the Prayer of Grace. Oh, really? I'm too late to compensate for this and to do something about it, but you know what? Whatever. Do a quick little rollout if someone's going to come down. Thank you, ma'am. Again. Oh. Yeah, the damage Dude, what are we at right now? The damage took a big boost. I mean, I know 4 Wisdom is doing a lot for us, but damn. Also, look at my inscriptions on the side there. This is very uniform. Normally I've got a bunch of, like, 1s sitting around. We've done pretty good filling this in. Being 1 away from 4 Revenge and 4 Antique, at this rate, if I kept this build kind of where it is right now, 4 Treasure is going to get us 2 Hidden Blade, 2 Misfortune. The 3 Artifact is a bit of a miss, but 4 Revenge, 4 Antique? Pretty nasty. Drop it now, drop it now, drop it now, drop it now. Can't see where she went. Oh. Very hard to see what the hell she was doing there. That's my excuse. Hang on, do one of these. Ah, you bitch. The scary part was left until the very end, lady. You have another roulette. Have some more cards. My gambler deck has no pathetic cards, except when it bad rolls. And then it's very bad. Give me... I need a good quintessence. I'll take a Wisp. Obviously, Succubus and Medusa are good. I could take Swanee. I'll take that Archdemon now. I wanted the sword before, but the sword betrayed. Ooh. 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 I think I have to, right? At this point, we've got the 2 pieces of the Millennium Puzzle. We just need to stick that shit together. I just don't know what I get rid of. Like, literally, what do I get rid of here? Wait, I have a lot. I have 3 revenge. Do I still have a revenge locked into the machine? I think I do. I don't need all of this. What's more important to me? I think the quartz, honestly. If I can get 4 antique, the quartz is still, it still scales a bit better than hate stone. Hate stone is a reward for getting hit, which I will get hit because I want to get the golden whip crit effect, but I won't need that anymore, which means I can replace hate stone with the daggers, and then I get all my crit that way, which means I can then replace the whip with anything else that has... No, it's not. The whip is giving me revenge. That's why my I knew I didn't have it in the machine. That's why I was confused. I mean, worst case scenario, I get rid of this, I replace this with a better treasure, and then I lock the machine back into... But then I don't have it. I need to find another treasure, so it would be redundant. Damn, this is giving me a lot all on its own. I mean, either way, screw it. I just get rid of this and get the dagger, and then I just keep the whip forever then. I'm trying to find an excuse to get rid of this. I need to get rid of the insignia anyway with something else, like the wand or the... I'm mad, actually, that we see the sword here and not the wand. Pot of Greed, the ring, the mask even. There's a whole bunch of stuff, but I don't want this right now. This I can get rid of. I would much rather push towards getting... But then I'm not going to get 4 revenge. I don't need 4 revenge. I've got 40% crit. Who cares, right? Who cares? I've now also got my 2 misfortune, right? So I'm technically getting... God, wait, how... I do have misfortune, right? No, this comes with hidden blade too. 20% baseline, 60% with this full tilt, 75 with this after... No, no, wait. If I get... Misfortune is 10%, right? 15. Ooh, wait a minute. 85 plus 15. We can crit cap if we get misfortune. Damn. Crit capped just with this? That's insane. Having said all of that, we might be ready for Collection Desire to come in. Yeah. Yeah. That 150% bonus damage. In addition to that, weakness exposure. We are hitting so frequently and consistently, it might be weakness exposure and then go-getter. I'm waiting on go-getter because I know the knife is good, but it's our only item, whereas weakness exposure will take all of our hits into account. I feel like weakness exposure is just like... Plus, I've got my 3 right now. I can get it now. I don't have to wait around forever, you know. Let's put like 3 in here. 1 in there. 1 in there. I'm gonna leave it at 19. I'm still holding hope. I am still going to... I didn't swap out. I should have swapped out. I'm a goof. I'm a goof. Don't care, you bitch. I'm kidding. I care. I care. I care. I care. You. See ya. Money! So much money! I've also been wanting to do a max treasure run for a while now. Not like, you know, 10 treasure, stupid treasure run, but just like, you know, a nice 4 treasure where I get to do the cool item at the end, which I have to compensate for a little bit too. I have to remember that we're going to get the, like the king's chest at the end, the big coffer full of all the good shit. Alright, buddy. Just die. Money. Thank you. Really? There we go. Damage. We're finally doing... Please! I'm begging. I'm on my hands and knees. I'm begging, pleading. Baby, please help me. Go away. Go away. Go away. Go away. Many cards. Many cards. Many cards. Come on, man. Can do a swap. Then we come down nice and calm and quiet. What are you doing down here? You're not meant to be right here, are you? Am I crazy? Yeah, take that. I think I'm getting this room mixed up with... Yes, dude. Now all I have to do is upgrade him, hope that I get the right thing, hope that I get Kaboom. Or re-roll him if I don't. I've already told 2 of the re-roll NPCs to piss off. Is it worth it? Probably worth a try. I could have waited to try and find another bomber, but I've been waiting for so long, dude. Lieweasel, you know what? I need something. Fuck it, I'll take it. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? What are we doing here? We're mostly good on items at the moment. This feels good. All we need to do is replace this. And that's kind of it. Everything else is kind of nice. Replace any of the wisdoms with better ones. Like if we find the Nethermana Suppressor, this goes. Joan might give us a pretty decent and consistent replacement if I went the Go-Getter route with either the big beam that applies an amplification effect or even just the Grace for the balls. There's almost always a good way to get more wisdom at the end of the run thanks to Joan. Courage is a bit different, but then again, courage and physical items have a lot more leniency, I feel, than magic. We've already got the ritual stuff, which is pretty damn nice. It's just a good build all of a sudden. It started off kind of shit, but it's kind of come together. It's not busted, but it's good, you know? It's serviceable. It does what we want. Ooh. We're only in Act 3. Chimera goes down, that's 30. Joan goes down, that's 60. Dad goes down, that's 90. Dark Skull goes down, that's 120. Is it worth it for the stacking this early, though? I mean, 30%. If I replace Karlan Staff, we literally get just a Karlan Staff effect once Chimera's dead. And then from then on, we just get better and better from there. So we may as well take it, right? We may as well take it. So ditch this. There's one of our replacements. Grab this. That's good. Come in here. Keep feeding bones, because I have to upgrade Kabooma. Although, now that we're worried about getting Kabooma... Oh, dude. Now that we're thinking about Kabooma, I gotta be so careful, dude. Because I can no longer reliably swap and do stuff. I have to be very careful, so we're gonna do this. What's up? Lieweasel's, dodgy, dashy is a little bit tricky to get used to at the beginning. Ooh, Frostskull's not a bad partner. I would have gone with that if I hadn't already just found my bomber. No. Have that. No. Dodge that. Cards. Get sucked into the... No. The Gate of Destiny. Aftershocks coming back is a little bit awkward for us. Alright. This is the part that's going to be good. We're going to get through this, and once we're through this... Oh, you are boned, lady. Ah. Oh. Luck was not on your side. Oh, another gate? Ah. Oh. Man. That was a good gamble. Look at the night and day difference now compared to earlier. Just a little bit of... Ooh. I might do this. Lieweasel's funny and all. I like the Lieweasel, like, avatar, the little guy that shows up. He's so happy with himself. He's like, lightning! Blah, 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 blah. He's so pleased. But it's Succubus. Succubus kind of invalidates a lot of the more dangerous attacks in the game and is... Besides, like, Medusa and Slime, is one of, like, the top 3 defensives. Yeah, let's just take this. Slime being the better one, of course, but we do like this. Alright, you're gonna be really nice to me. Give me Kaboom, right? Right. Yes! Dude, genuinely, I was so prepared for disappointment. I was so ready to be like, no. This is also really good for, Silent Cries, because all I have to do is swap into... See, look at this. Hypothetically, right? We do this. We're out of cooldowns. And they come back faster. Because now, whenever I swap into Bomber, I quickly hit Ignite. I just do R2, L2. R2, L2. Use them all up. R2, L2. And Silent Cries will trigger for not only... Well, it'll technically trigger for, ignite as well, but we don't care. This is what's going to happen. It just turns into this. If I could get, like, Inner Fire or Bone... I don't have a single mutant in the build, which kind of sucks. I wasn't that confident in getting Bomber. A little bit of mutant would go a long way. But you know, let's do something a little bit different since these pillars are all so high. Let's try and balance them out. I'm going to come back when I've got more bones. I want to see how we can go getting them all leveled up together. Quick, let me in. I'm about to blow. Quick, let me in. I'm about to blow. Thank you. Damn, we're getting a lot of gates. Man. You'd swear my name was Bill. Sorry. Not apologizing for anything. Fuck you. I know what I said. I'm proud. You're just mad because it was so good. You didn't hit me and shit. Dude, only one upgrade on Bomber and mashing all of my Gambler skills, and his Kaboom is meant to be, what, a 15-second cooldown? Keep an eye on Kaboom's cooldowns here in this room when I swap to him, because that 15 seconds, it's nowhere near it. Silent Cries is doing so much work. We've done it. And it's back. That's insane! Big beam. He went into the beam? Why would you willingly do that? You're a goof. Now, who... How is there a big guy down? That's not the first ogre, right? You're dead, yeah? Holy shit, how did you live? I thought you blew up from roulettes and shit that I left on the ground down there. I dropped a whole bunch of attacks and I'm like, yeah, he'll die, and I just walked away. Man had a desire to live. His will is ridiculous. Oh, look, it's my ex. We are chasing Nether Mana Suppressor or just a really strong Wisdom for this, but then again, I will lose my Antique if I do that. I don't think I can. I think the build is mostly finished. I think we replace Insignia with a high-performing treasure, like the Ring, Pot of Greed. The Mask is okay, but it doesn't offer any combat viability. The Wand would be really good. Gold Wand, just to get more damage in the build. But honestly, there's like... there's nothing else. Bones. Bones is what else? Take this, do this, do this, do this. And we have manipulated ourselves into getting some more bones. Oh. It is good. We're swapping so consistently. Victory Baton would stay active forever. But I can't. How do I squeeze Victory Baton into this? I need the treasure. Need it, need it. We need all the wisdom and all the treasure items because I'm only carrying 3 wisdom. I'm only carrying 3 treasure. These two are too important for our big damage. This is not only 50% damage thanks to Collection Desire, but it's also Revenge. Antique's gonna hit level 4 thanks to treasure. The health doesn't even matter. It's literally just like this is a god tier inscription provider. Yeah, I can't. I actually can't. I want to. Believe me, it'd be good just to get a fat 85% consistently and execute tier 2 once treasure kicks off. It's not necessary. She was so close to destroying my build. I just watched this thing walk in the room and just almost ruin my marriage to my build. If that had something like ridiculous on it, wow. That would have been crazy. Nah, we're good. Let's just walk out of here with this. Bones for the pillars and maybe find the correct... Whoop. The correct stuff later. My friend! My friend! You're leaving without your gift. Wait. There we go. Oh, now you show up. It's too late. Oh no, not slime. Don't ruin it for me, dude. Wait, Freezer came down. Dude, I actually got distracted by the slime. I looked at the slime and I just had PTSD of them dropping like the worst thing possible for me, which at this rate... What's the bad option here? What's the no thank you, sorry, don't want that option? The whip? Actually, it's the Carlane insignia. If they duplicate the insignia, I'm gonna cry. But, I mean... I don't want them to dupe anything. Maybe if they dupe the necklace, it'd be really bad as well. Dupe the staff would be kind of sick, though, because then I could take out the... I would replace the insignia with the staff. Actually, yeah, give me a wisdom item. I can replace... No, I can't. I can't replace treasure with wisdom, and vice versa, because they're both in the inscription machine. I was gonna say, I'll just put this in and take out the extra wisdom and put it into treasure, but it's already got that. Would have to be the quartz. I get rid of this. No, I can't. That's all my revenge. It's all my antique. No, I can't. Don't give me anything. Don't give me anything. I don't want anything. Give me health. Give me a kiss on the cheek. Give me... Damn it! That is horrible. That is the worst possible thing it could do. That is actually the worst possible thing you could do. Because I don't need it. Alright, the easy answer is I don't need it. Let me show you why. Let me show you why. I actually will leave that behind. Let me go find some dummies. Let's do some funny roulette stuff. My crit is maxed out right now, right? We're at 60% crit right now, because the knives give you 40%. Whenever I get hit, we get 25% more. That's 85%. Once Misfortune Tier 2 kicks off, once, you know, treasure gives me its final item, 100%, provided I get hit. But it will be 75% baseline with the other 25% coming in from the whip. We don't need another 40% in the build for any reason. There's just no need for this. There's no need. We walk away, we leave that there. We know full well that the slime was going to be stupid because we don't need anything. We don't need any of what it's selling, alright? Oh my god, I just walked right. Oh my god, oh my god. Stop. Have a heart. Chill. Chill. Cards. Chill. God damn. So many just nasty effects on the screen, man. I can't see shit, by the way. I'm taking way too much damage from basic rooms. There's spinning wheels, there's cards, there's kaboomer explosions. This is going to be one of those runs where I don't see what's happening, and I genuinely probably will just die in the Dark Skull fight, or the Dad fight, from lack of vision being my excuse. I know there's no need to pop Succubus there, but I do it anyway because I don't care, and, you know, your mother. How many other excuses can I give? Your mother, your father, your sister, your cousin, your uncle? I gotta be so... No, I'm getting out of that. I don't want to be there. I put this down now. By the time she comes back, she'll put her chin in the way. Oh, I missed up my roll, my dash. My roll? Sorry. That's that Crimson Desert coming out. I wanted to go forwards both times, and I apparently went forward one and back one. I rolled my thumb incorrectly. Yeah, as we expect, there's nothing here. I want the ring or pot of greed, but technically I don't, because I need to take... The entire time, I'm bearing in mind that I need the final item from the treasure inscription, and that's going to replace Carlane Insignia. So replacing this means no antique, replacing this means no revenge / crit, whatever. This really, truly, madly, deeply is the build, unless I replace this with Nether Mana Suppressor and we just get rid of antique. It's mostly just a meme that I want to get for antique and all the other ones leveled up, because I like... Look at this, we've got so many ones in here now. All of those are going to pop into 2s and become damage. They're each 25%. That's another 125% damage on the board that we can line up once we get it. It's kind of insane. Having said all of that, we don't need to worry too much about items in the meantime. It's kind of silly. It's kind of really stupid silly. I might just go the go-getter route. 45% more damage amp on Invisible Knife is not a bad thing, and there's really nothing else I want. Like, the only other thing is, like, Kingslayer for a meme, or Predicted Pain for the cards. Because if I stack up the roulette, plus the cards, plus I do a kaboom explosion, all that kind of stuff, there's a lot of skill damage in a 2-second window that gets amped up to 60%. But, even more so than that, The knife is insanely consistent. You don't know. Like, I want there to be a damage breakdown because we've done testing on it way back when the knife first came out. The knife does so much damage. The magical equivalent of a gunpowder sword that also comes with a really good set of inscriptions and 10% crit baseline. And it's rare, not even unique or legendary. It's kind of gross. I might just do go-getter. Plus, it opens up the door if I decide to replace the necklace with one of the Leonia items from Joan's fight. Yeah. Yeah? Stone of the Air is counting twice. Why is it counting twice? Didn't I get this before the Chimera fight? What's going on? Where have I gone wrong? Am I too tired? What's going on? Why am I not understanding where that came from? Either way, I'll take 60%. Yippee! Actually, let me put one more in damage. How high up are they? 7, 7, and 8. It's pretty good. That's pretty good. We need 45 each for the middle ones. That's 90. And then 30 for the other one. We need 120 bones to max out all of them. Can we do it? We don't need to worry about item rooms that much. It's mostly just trying to find one treasure item. And even then, I don't even know if I want said treasure item because it will mess up my strategy. And I don't need to worry about money all that much, because we are actually getting a ton of funding just by the virtue of Treasure's inscription. Funny enough, Treasure as a... God damn! Treasure as an inscription is making us be able to go and just... I don't know when he's throwing that. There we go. Do more skull rooms than ever before. Oh, you're getting sucked. Hang on, let me put that there. Walk back into it. You won't. Kaboom. It's alright. I can get you either way. Give me those good bones. I don't know why I put the roulette so far back sometimes. I'm just hitting buttons at this point, dude. I'm really not... Holy shit! Damn. Damn. I feel like prime time, you know, 1990-somethings, The Mask starring Jim Carrey, Cameron Diaz just walked in, wet from the rain, ready to open up an account and set me up to ruin my life. And I'm stuck just gazing longingly at this creature that just walked in. Ruined my whole world perspective. Yo! I was starting to think we weren't going to find the other ones that do the rerolls, but we don't need them anymore. We've got Kaboom. Nah, I'm just going to slide past all that. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. I'm not taking the cudgel, obviously. I'm just not doing it, but the cudgel showing up is amazing. I would normally make the excuse that you can try and fit the cudgel into any build, and you should, but no. No, not now. The Balrog. Balrog. I think recently, it was trending online for a little bit. I don't normally keep up with that many, you know, trending arguments and stuff, or if they pop up, I get very confused by them. But there was recently an article by some publisher, it might have even been IGN, talking about how Lord of the Rings lacks moral diversity and how everyone is either flat good or flat evil. To which I, myself and many others who know anything, even a little bit, about Lord of the Rings will tell you that the moral ambiguity and back and forth of some characters is a big part of it, and it makes no sense that you would ever say that. That's kind of weird to me, right? Many of the characters flip-flop between good objective, bad decision-making, bad objective, you know, questionable decision-making, whatnot. That's the whole point. The only one who is, like, straight-up good guy from start to finish, I think, is, like, Merry Pippin and Sam. Even Frodo gets, like, swayed by the ring, and that's outside forces getting in the way. But, you know, the whole point is it shows that man is weak and frail, and they will make mistakes. Saruman was a good guy, is a bad guy. Boromir, like, the first goddamn part of the story, dude, Boromir is a hero. Fell to temptation and then chose to die defending a potential future for his kingdom. God! How could you be so I'm getting mad. I'm getting mad because someone thinks that there's no morality Fucking Theoden, did the Knights of Rohan. What has Gondor done for Rohan? It changes his mind. I think you'll change your mind if you hold your sword. Picks up his sword and he's like, you know what? Fuck the orcs. I don't care if Gondor doesn't help us. I hate the orcs more. And that old man Saruman too. We march at dawn. God damn it! Stop doing this to me when I get rid of my... I'm walking out of the room after I do one more roll. Yes, but no at the same time. Yes, but also no. Yes, but no. This is getting replaced with something else. It just is. This is getting replaced with one of the final items that we get. But until we get there, this is just extra damage. Money is fleeting. We don't need money. This is free. This is extra. We take this. We replace the insignia now. The real hard question hits at the end after Dad when we need to replace other stuff. All right. For now, not my problem. That's future Beelz' issue to deal with. Not current Beelz. Current Beelz is enjoying the good life, where he just presses buttons and everything dies on the screen because the build has become spam-tastic. Speaking of money having no meaning for me anymore, let's just talk to this guy and... what does he want? 710 for what? Highway robbery. Highway robbery. I'm not even on a highway. That's how stupid that robbery was right there. I do like that if I get the cards up, I can swap into Bomber and then quickly use his movement, his insane movement, to just rush cards into enemies' faces. Like, get a load of this. I do this, I go to Bomber. Cards. Flying through them at 1,000 miles an hour. Light speed dueling. Who needs motorcycles anymore? If I had Lieweasel, that would have just added to it, to be honest. Getting rid of Lieweasel kind of killed my cool speed boy build. There we go. Hit him with the succubus and he's dead. Look at that. Amazing. Bones. The build is coming together, man. It has been a hot minute since I've done quad treasure in a build, so I'm kind of glad we're doing it again. It is unfortunately one of just like the best builds you can do. It's a little bit slow starting, but as you can see, you can kind of squeeze magic or physical into your build. If you lock in one treasure at the inscription machine, I mean, most of these other items are just here for the fun of it. I do think the gold incense burner is a very good treasure item that is worth keeping long term. If you didn't want, like, you could take the sword or the staff here. You could have the ring, you have the mask for massive money gain. I don't think the bowl is all that good. Obviously, Pot of Greed is, like, huge. If Pot of Greed came out right now, we need that for the completion aspect of this build, you know? Pot of Greed's a bit necessary at this point, but we don't have it. We may not see it. If we don't see it, I'll be sad. But it would complete my deck. My deck would be complete if I could get my Pot of Greed. Walk away from that. Stop hitting me with your bullshit. I do not care for you and your bullshit. Perish. Oh, I just heard a slot machine win. Yay! I did it. Check me out winning the slots. Don't do it, you're a fool. He chased when he shouldn't have. Alright. Not you again. You tedious bastard. Remember back before they nerfed him? When he just moved around way too much and he was like... probably easily the most annoying dude to fight in the entirety of all of these Act 4 adventure fights. We thought it used to be like the... well, initially it kind of was the mage lady because Power Skulls just could do nothing about it. Really? I thought my iframes would still be active. Oh, that's gonna... damn it! I was gonna say that's gonna hurt you, but it won't. Because you're immune. I am actively pushing him away. with my stupid kaboom occasionally, because he is subject, look at that, he is subject to push and pull mechanics. Die. Don't give me another thieves. You're lucky. 3 thieves black steel daggers in 1 run would kind of kill me. I'm way over my bone limit, by the way. Why did I keep getting... I should not have taken more bone rooms, and that Heracles right there, I did not need it. I did not need it. I have too many bones. I could have broken the quintessence for some health or something. We are so bone dude. The bone economy. Insane. I guess we can upgrade Bomber to Legendary. I didn't think I needed to worry about that, because all we really get from that is a bit more damage, yes, but it's mostly about the cooldown factor and about swapping and getting Gambler's thing going. But we could now. I mean, screw it. We can do it if we want to. There's no reason not to now. They give me the bones, I'll do it. Plus, we might need it for Pot of Greed if it shows up. If it shows up. How many legendaries do we have? I don't think we have a lot, right? Yay! Jackpot! You dirty bitch. I'm not messing my build up for you. How many legendaries we got? We got the 1. We got the 1. Maybe I don't want Pot of Greed to show up. I'll cry a little bit. Yeah, you're all unique, whatever. He deserves it. Let's go. We don't need to worry about everything else. Let's just do it. Oh! Powerful damage. And we broke the thing on the other side. Damn! Don't do it. Oh my god, he hit me. He hit me. I didn't think he would make contact, but he did. Bastard. Alright. Just a little bit more. A little bit more. A little bit more. Just explosions everywhere, dude. Gambler's fun. Another one of those. The game is trying to tell me to play with some axes, clearly. And we get our spirit. Thank you. Spirit spokesman. Crit rate! Oh, juicy! We're at 35% base, 15% more. Dominator! Blessed be the run. Alright, at 40%, we're now at 75%, which will go up another 15, thanks to this, which will put us at 90%, 25% from the whip whenever we get hit. We are well and truly over crit cap if we keep doing this. I don't need bones, I don't need... Damn! It's really trying to dishevel the run. Look at everything it's doing. Oh, you're over crit cap, you say. You get to like 120% crit? Well, you don't need to worry about that extra 20 then, do you? You want 70% more crit damage. By the way, if you take it and you keep this treasure run going, Strike will get unlocked for free at the very end. So it's actually 90% more crit damage. And you get 2 duel out of it. So you're really getting 50% damage and 90% crit damage out of it. That's pretty freaking sick, right? Fuck out of here. You're not gonna woo me with your wily ways. I had... Oh my god! Wow! It's insane! Oh my god! Oh, I'm exhausted. That took a lot out of me. I might walk out of the room and just, I might do this. I've got so much money right now, I can afford to just start breaking shit. This would have been pretty peak earlier on. That would have been sick. Nope, don't need to worry about any of it. If you haven't noticed, I'm not really worried about... Oh, yeah, let's do a quick swappy right there. I'm not that worried about the order of operations anymore. It used to be that I went into a room and I had to be in Bomber first to make it all work properly, but I just walk in, man. It doesn't matter. I should do it that way, though. Bomber's a really good way to out some little guys in the beginning and set up for the bigger guys to get hit by my special damage. Am I a winner? No, no win on that one. I'll chat to you in a second. Be a winner? No? Bastard. Alright, give me your best. It's a really nice looking iced tea, especially if you like the tea part of your drink and you hate the ice. It's all money at this point. There's no reason to worry about anything else. I'm a little concerned. I don't want to stand in a bad spot. Like that. Come over here. Yep. Blow that up. Wasting our roulette, but it's okay. Wait. Get me out. Don't know why I wasted that up there. Surely it breaks though, right? Surely it breaks. Yes, surely. Why would you give the statue protection? Why does it need protection? What a stupid statue. Sir, would you... Ow. You've ruined all the armor I got from my friend the Dark Knight, alright? Death Knight. Just die. Die. Don't want you around. I've got 4 stink on me. Get that off. Oh, that's embarrassing. You got launched, kid. Look at all that damage now. Remember the cards used to suck in the beginning? They didn't suck. They were just not hitting anywhere near that hard. You're funny. Giving me crap like that. You're funny. What do we got? Nope. Nope. I'm still undecided if I'm getting rid of one of my wisdoms for the Leonia ones. We've got the Go-Getter set up, but it's... Do I? How much Go-Getter do I have? I can't see. I'm at 2 stack. Yeah, we'll get to 3rd after this. I was worried I only had 1. I'm like, ooh, wait a minute. Am I that low on stacks? Look at her. She's sitting there thinking, oh god, no, wait. It's that little bombing prick showing up again. But it's okay, he's alone. No. Gambler is here. Oh, so many spins on the wheel, dude. We got the seal over there. The gate of destiny. Heaven's door. Oh, shit. We had some good rolls right there. Oh, shit. We had some... Hello? I'm lost? Gamble! She gambled too much. She exploded from debt. I should do an Arthur run where I just start with the Chalice of Glory. I was going to do an Arthur run where I start with Lady Nimue, like having the water and the spirit to get Nimue on there, but honestly, I think just starting with this would be kind of sick. There's one guy, shoutouts to you, I do see your comments, asking for a magic attack speed build. This is the best you're gonna get. This is the best you're gonna get. Relic and relic. Problem here is I would lose my antique. The only other one I could get rid of is the Stone of the Air, and that would be really silly because it's at 4 stacks right now. It's not worth losing 4 stacks. That's 300. That's 120%. And we'll only get bigger. We'll get to max stacks for the Dark Skull fight and Alex. So there's no point ditching that. We don't want to get rid of that. And obviously we're not getting rid of this. This is insane. I don't think we ditch any of this. The only thing I could do is get rid of something else and then put the Wisdom's inscription machine into something else. Like if I got rid of an antique for a Wisdom, and then I put antique in the machine, it goes back up to 4 by the end anyway, so it kind of flip-flops it around. The problem is, all of my antique is kind of wrapped up in this, this, and this. And all 3 of these are pretty necessary. So, you know, I think we just sell this and we move on. Or let me break something for some health. Flame Dragon. Give me the power of the dragon on my side. Because I'm still probably going to end up getting rid of the Golden Wand, which I don't want to do, but I'll probably will end up doing it anyway. Because losing 1 artifact is meaningless, because I'll go back up to 2 when I get the final treasure. 70% damage down is whatever, because I'm going to get a massive damage amp thanks to the treasure effect anyway. Yeah, I think that's just what we do. Yeah. Yeah, put that in. Yeah. This is one of these rare occasions where the run was just so finished so early with all the bones we got. I mean, we're maxed out. Both skulls legendary, all 3 pillars maxed out, all the items I want. We're setting up for a beefy big deal right here, so... Revenge no longer hits 3, but Antique does. We're going to get 4 Wisdom, 4 Treasure, 4 Antique. We're going to get 3s in some of them, doesn't matter. But Heirloom, Misfortune, and Rapid will all hit 2, so that's an extra 75% damage right there. Plus Antique giving us the fat defense reduction. Compensates for us not getting the Cudgel back when it dropped. Yeah, it's just big. And we get a damage increase. God, it's so good. And we got Legendary Bomber. Ah, it's so good. Once we actually get it after the dad fight, I'm mad that we don't get it before the dad fight. If I was going to rebalance this, I would say, great, you made it past all the acts. The Witch is going to give you a buff for the final, like, boss rush, because there's so many fights now. Oh, the luck! Big explosion. Alright, final check. Am I changing anything? No, I'm not changing any inscriptions. I've got 10k to waste, so you know what? Let's do this. It's 5 health, who cares? Break it anyway. Please be a 3-room food. You'd think that I'd remember this by now. No. Buy it anyway. Let's see what problems show up. Don't care. Cretin Ball's a good laugh. Don't care. Yeah. Buy it anyway. Guys, I'm broke. My treasure run backfired. Heaven's Door. Up we go. Can I make it in time? Barely. Hang on, do this, and then I can stand here and open this. If they walk on me, they'll get hit. Don't do it. Don't do it, my friend. Pretty good run so far. Pretty good. It always has the potential to blow up badly, pun intended, from here on out. You know, like the first, you know, 90% of the run, not even 90, because this part of the run is so long now, but the first, like, 70% of the run, I want to say, is often pretty good, followed with an extremely high potential for it to all go really, holy shit! Really bad out of nowhere. Maybe we're just gonna fucking walk all over this dude, man. I was gonna get a sip of my drink, but I was too stunned to do it. I wanted another sippy. Little sippy of my nippy. I don't have a nippies, actually. I stopped drinking nippies a little bit ago. We're just gonna set up everything. Little kaboom there. Get Succubus out there so we can invalidate his grab, apparently. Wow, he missed. Yeah, we knew that was coming. I should have set the wheel up before he even came down. If I was smart, I would have done that. The suck's got to come soon, right? After these 3 dashes, we're getting a suck. No, we're getting a grab. Now a suck? Leave me alone. There's the suck. He waited so long for that, dude. The bait was so real. Did you see how I went into the corner and I had like 3 roulette rolls that all turned into like god rolls? Pissing me off. Kaboomer's explosion helps a lot. One of these, one of these, one of these, die. I can't believe he was at like 40% health and I'm like, he's gonna suck. And then he goes for the double back and forth grab. I avoided the first one, but I rolled like forward twice. I should have rolled forward once, back once, would have avoided it. Doesn't matter. He put me against the wall and I think I activated Succubus to stop the explosion damage. Which is why Succubus is kind of goated next to Slime. Get grabbed? Is he about to choke you out? Just summon the Succubus lady to seduce him. No, you don't want to choke the gambler. You don't want to choke the gambler. You want to look at the succubus's thighs instead. And he's like, yes, succubus thighs instead. And I don't take damage. I choose to believe that's the way it works. She shows up and shakes her ass, and he's like, oh, and just stops caring. Treasure! We get a 5% damage amp for each treasure inscription in possession, which normally means 20%. We have done runs before where I try and take as many treasure items as possible. We get like 7 or 8 of them or so. Just to fill in as many slots with treasure items as possible. It's really bad, and it's not worth your while because you still need base damage in order for it to scale up and get an amp on top of it, but it's whatever. So we now have that, but in addition we get the chest, and the chest will give you one of 3 legendary treasure items. These items are really good because they come with double treasure on them, so even if you were to replace something else, you get +2, so I go to 6, which means our amp goes to 30%, but I'm going to replace a normal treasure item, so our damage amp will go up by 5, because I'm just +1ing my treasure inscription. But that's fine, because it also comes down to how good the items themselves are. The first line is the same on all 3 items. It increases the number of all inscriptions by 1. There used to be an item in the game called Clone Stamp. If Clone Stamp came with Masterpiece on it, it could transform the same way that other Masterpiece items did. And Clone Stamp turned into Clone. Clone gave you +1 to all of your inscriptions. We realized, and everyone else must have realized, because the devs literally deleted the item from the game, the clone, not Clone Stamp, that Collection Desire plus Clone plus 4 treasure inscription just meant that all of your inscriptions could get like +2, and you'd get so much damage value and just so much everything. It's insane. You could just work on getting all of your inscriptions to 2 and then get it to 4 from there. It's ridiculous how good it would have been to have all of that put together. Even if you didn't do treasure, just clone on its own in a Masterpiece run. Stupid good. But anyway, we get 100% more damage with this one, and attacking an enemy will unleash the King's Blow, dealing damage according to the high between the different damage types. 15-second cooldown, not bad. Increase skill cooldown speed, attack and movement speed by 45%. Pretty juicy. Upon using a skill, you get 75% of the cooldown back and increase attack speed and movement speed. 15-second cooldown. Pretty good, not bad. But then you've got the Blessing, probably the best one of them all. 30% swap cooldown, who cares? Upon being hit, nullified damage and become invincible for 5 seconds on a 25-second cooldown. I'm pretty sure it's only a 20-second cooldown because I think the 5 seconds of invincibility overlap with the cooldown. So every 20 seconds, I just can't be hurt for 5 seconds. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Well, really, every 25 seconds, because whatever. But it's insane. It's so defensive. It lets me just stand there and spam abilities and do stuff. If you're playing a Power Skull, this is insanely good for them. If you're playing someone like Warlock who wants to stand there and cast, really good. This is effectively Warrior's Pauldrons on crack. It's just so good. And the swap cooldown stuff is just nice. These 2 are good, don't get me wrong. All 3 of these are insanely good items, and you want to use any and all of them, depending on what kind of playstyle you want or what kind of build. I just default to the Blessing at this point, because this thing is insanely cool. We are going to lose 70% raw damage, and look at that, you can see everything going up +1. We're going to lose the 2 artifact, which immediately goes back up to 2 because of the +1 to everything, but we do lose the 70% raw damage from the wand. That's fine, we're doing enough damage. We've got 6 treasures, so 30% damage amp. Swap speed is increased. I know take damage once in a while. It's such a cool item. I like how it fills in the entire box. It's massive. Massive. Treasure runs are insanely cool. They're a little bit weaker in the beginning because obviously a lot of treasure items don't come with a ton of damage on them. They mostly just come with like effects. Like all of our treasure items that we have right now, up until the wand, were all just like utility. The ring and pot of greed are like the 2 big ones for giving you big damage returns and like making your build actually like kind of strong. So I'm gonna do Succubus here first, and I will endeavor to not get hit straight away because I do want to benefit from having my effect only activate when I need it to. Oh, he's pissed. No, I'm too quick for you. No, I'm too quick for you. No, I'm too quick for you. There we go, drop all this shit on him. No, I'm too quick for you. Activate Succubus. I'm still too quick for you. I'm sorry, have I taken one actual damage after all that? Kid got fucked up. I was worried. What was I worried about again? Don't worry, it could all still go pear-shaped. Because I still can't fucking see anything. What's he doing? I don't know, you tell me. He's stunning me! It's okay, Succubus. Seduce this kid. I didn't dodge. I got punched right in the fucking head. Spoosh, spoosh, spoosh. Look at him go. Boof. Blah. And then he does this. And then I do this. And I do this. And I do this. And I do this. And tons of damage! Below half before he even gets out of power form. Means pretty good damage for us. Skull? Ah, means he's ulting. We're just not going to get a normal speed skull phase at this rate. I don't know why I'm using my abilities like it matters. Now he's going to use his other ultimate ability, which he never got to do in the first form, but it's fine. Now we're going to get Speed Guy, right? Yes. I don't think that hit him, did it? Maybe it did. Just die, buddy. Just walk into it. Yeah, very clean. Very, very easy, actually. Very easy and clean. And I may as well explain it because I've explained everything else. The Envious Tibia is kind of broken, has been for a while. I don't think they fixed it, mostly because like a lot of these don't matter. It's a really cool idea, but they give you these at the end of the run when it does not matter anymore. Alexander is not that big a deal. If you got past Dad and you got past Dark Skull, the hard part's over. Alexander is a challenging fight compared to everything else in the game. But especially for us dog walking those last two fights, we know we don't need any of this stuff. And a lot of these are just kind of, they're kind of minimalistic. If I had some of these at the end of the Joan fight, maybe, like, at the end of Joan, this would make more sense, because these are going to help you push that little bit higher. Kind of like when the Witch gives you a buff to get past the next two fights. Witch is a bit too late, and this is definitely too late. But a lot of these in the beginning are just kind of meh. They don't do that much. But Envious Tibia is a bit broken. It's meant to give you a proportion to distance traveled. It increases to maximum value between the two, blah, 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 blah. A big damage thing. For 5 seconds, when you activate it, all attacks become crits. For some reason, it's bugged, broken. We don't know why. It's not supposed to allow item effects to crit. But it does. So my invisible knife can now crit, even though it's not supposed to. Items are not innately meant to be critical hitters. Envious Tibia is busted. Now, if they have changed this, if for whatever reason this is not the case anymore, let me know, because I don't remember them changing it. But in the back of my mind, it's always been that way. I would take the other ones back when it was like, you know, a novelty build, like a status effect build, and you would take the one that gives you like an extra bleed effect or an extra poison effect. I think poison and stun are the only ones that are good back there anyway. I'm pretty sure the other ones aren't even, like, worth it. Here, do some of this, do some of this. Nah. Bomber lets me just jump all over the screen, dude. Wait, I've got Heirloom as well? No wonder I'm not taking damage. I've got, like, multiple sorry, I don't want to take damage effects between Succubus, Heirloom, and the King's barrier thing. Man. I had to take 20 damage there just to remember that I can feel. I have to remind myself that I'm mortal. I cut myself just to make sure it's still red inside. Which, by the way, do any of you remember that old thing that was told back when you were kids? That your blood isn't actually red and it only turns red when it touches oxygen? So it's only red when it comes outside, but it's not red on the inside? Does anyone remember that one? Or am I talking to thin air? Because I remember that one. That was a popular one that teachers used to tell us in school, and parents would tell you that one. So you'd have kids fascinated with their internals, and they're like, so what color is it then? Blue! Blood is blue, and it's only red when it comes outside. Blue? Yeah, you're a lizard kid. What? I don't want to be a lizard. What's wrong with lizards? I don't want to be a lizard. Dude, holy shit. Envious Tibia, dude. I'm telling you, Envious Tibia's a little bit busted. Everything else in this build, a little bit busted. Whatever, man. In the time it took me to tell you that your blood is actually blue and not red at all, he died. This is what my king run should have been. Look how pretty he is, dude. He's glowing. He's effervescent. He's fluorescent. He's vicarious. Don't mind me, I'm just using my big words that I learned in my big word dictionary. Shut up! I don't even get hurt by that. Shut up! We took 35 damage in the whole fight. Here, pick me a winner. Hang on, I need a lucky slot. Oh! It's meant to be. Let's get out of here. Yippee! It's funny how the run is still long. It's like an hour-and-a-half video, but at the same time, it's a really strong build. It started off just really slow, and there was a lot of like dawdling in the middle, but as soon as it comes online, it's gross. Now imagine this kind of treasure run where you can get that improved treasure inscription earlier. Like after Joan, like I would bump everything forward a little bit. I want the witch to give you an upgrade after Joan, where she's all like for the sake of narrative, because you're effectively redoing the fight over and over again in dark mode anyway, and you have to like climb all the difficulty things. The witch is like, we know what kind of problem you have to deal with. You know, the hero has been corrupted, and I need to give you a little bit of help. And so the witch gives you her inscription buff, or the golden apple, before the dad fight, after Joan. I would also say, I know it's tied to the Dark Skull fight. I would, for the sake of difficulty and for the sake of decision making, put Dark Skull before Dad, but after Joan, maybe. So like you beat Joan, and then before you go to the King's Chamber kind of thing, after you beat Dad, have Dark Skull be optional before that. That way you can get one of the bone buffs to help you with Dad and Alexander. But then you still only have for 2 fights. I don't know. Maybe just take that entire bone system, remove it from the Dark Skull fight, and attach it to an NPC. Just have like a mysterious figure who carries bones around. Because I know you're getting those bones from Dark Skull. The lore, the way that they're doing it is that you beat Dark Skull and you take one of his pieces, and his pieces are like, you know, all power infused. And so you take his tibia or his femur and shit, and it's like, yeah, there we go, buffing ourselves up with the bones of my alternate self. Pretty metal, actually, when you think about it. This kid's walking around with body parts from an alternate version of him that died in combat after being corrupted by Dark Quartz energy. It's fucked up. But the point is, maybe put an NPC in there who gives you this, like a time traveler. Like a different dimension time traveler who for some reason has these in his possession. And it turns out the time traveler is a third alternate version of you from a future run. Dude, wait a minute. What if it was a run carryover? This game doesn't have any carryover items. You beat the run, you pick an item, like the tibia or whatever, and then in your next run, you can find the NPC, who is you, a different universal version of you, who gives you that item if you pay him, I don't know, bones? Because there aren't any other NPCs who want bones besides Arachne. Pay him like 30 bones or some shit, and he just gives you one of the items, but you get to choose, like you pick which one you want, similar to the Dark Skull fight. That'd be nice. Like, invest bones in him and he'll show up later kind of thing. That'd be good. Because then you could get him at the beginning or at the middle or at the end of the run instead of just always after Dark Skull. Why am I rambling about this? I'm just hypothesizing how I would want to make it so that I could have a lot of these really cool effects earlier on so they don't all show up at the very end. Because the 4 inscriptions for treasure and all the other items are really cool, but you don't get them until the very end. Same with Dark Skull. Anyway, Gambler Run was disgusting. It started off slow, turned into a complete pushover. It was insane by the end. Getting Invisible Knife plus Black Steel Dagger plus putting Go-Getter on at the end plus everything else just kind of came together and made it all really disgusting and busted and broken. But with all that said and done, I've got to get out of here. I've got to get ready for stream tomorrow, continuing the Crimson Desert, having a good time with that. I'll see you all next time. Have a good one.